I am Lily Pad Lyra. I am going to be playing Daphi today. Daphi is a druid, and she is a tiefling. She is from the subrace of Metastopheles, and she has a travel companion named Teriyaki.
The cutest travel companion.
The It's
Teriyaki.
a little chicken. She's the best travel companion. She will chase
She's
people off
she's
and
secretly an eldritch god in disguise.
maybe, who knows? Who knows? I just found
Oh, who
Teriyaki one
knows?
day and boom.
Baboom.
Teriyaki will take over the world.
Maybe.
Uh-oh. Secret BBEG.
Maybe. Alright, I'm ready when you guys are.
All right.
I just realized I did the recap before we did the introductions. Do I need to do the recap again?
And just to make sure, can everybody do a quick call out? And Nifty, please tell me if you hear them all fine on my side.
Hello.
Hello, Jittery Jane.
Hello.
We are playing D&D. Dungeons and Dragons.
Are we
Do you
all
need me to
good,
fix my mic at all,
Nifty?
Remy?
Okay,
Or
everybody is heard.
Okay.
All right. So when we left off last time, you guys had taken your place of rest in the 9 Lives Inn, MooDeng, Poppy. The next day is about to start. What would you guys be doing here first thing in the morning? You're muted, Poppy.
Moo Deng. Poppy.
Jane!
I'm here, but is Poppy here? Hello?
Poppy, hello?
Sorry, my sister called me.
Oh.
Oh,
Pizza was ready.
okay.
Okay. All right, so, yeah, as I was saying, you took your rest last night. You're waking up, it's the next day. What's the first thing that you would be doing there in the morning as you're getting up?
Is the bush still here? Or has it already
So,
been yoinked?
when you wake up, you find that the bush has gone missing. And there is a little tiny note from the Mawpock fellows saying that they had taken the bush off to talk with some dealers and was trying to find an inn to get a hold of some celebrity in town through means of selling this bush.
Shrub! No, not my shrub.
Not your shrub.
Shrub of her, you shall be missed.
So what are you doing?
I will. Let's get ready for the day. Let's do a little moisturizing. Hippo's gotta stay moisturized. Sorry, gifts. Excuse me. We gotta stay extra moisturized. Yeah, I think I'll be getting ready. Doing my hair,
Poppy will.
putting my little cap on.
Poppy will help MooDeng with her morning routine. Make sure.
Ooh, yeah. Thanks for the help.
Girl time, girls room.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, Poppy?
Oh, I just said I was helping
Oh, just
MooDeng with her
helping.
morning routine.
Okay.
Making sure she gets built the moisturizing and helping her.
All right, you
And then I was
guys.
doing my morning routine.
go through and you complete your morning routine. And when you guys head downstairs, you notice the place is kind of stark empty. You see that neither Dandy nor Squigs is to be found. Just Key sitting there at the bar, kind of tidying things up, moving things around. Can I actually get you guys to roll a perception check?
Even me or no?
Not you just yet.
Okay.
Question.
Question.
Normal? Did you say
Oh,
passive perception or normal perception?
yeah, a normal perception check.
I got 19.
A 19. Okay.
I got a 17.
17. Okay. So you guys see Key there, and you also see there is a kind of eclectic looking woman in the corner with a set of cards, wearing a robe that is dappled in tiny eyes, kind of reminiscent of like the Egyptian eyes that you might see, just completely covering the cloak, just sitting in a corner in a small table shuffling cards with herself. What do you guys want to do?
Does she look like she is looking for someone to play cards with her?
She doesn't look like she's looking for anyone to play with, but you do see she's kind of like looking around and like gauging people's interest a little bit and a little curious about you guys.
Should one of us go up to see what she's playing?
I think I'll greet Key if you want to greet the woman.
Okay.
Morning, Key. Have you seen a shrub walk out the door about yay high?
Oh, actually, I saw. It looks like that little one, the Squigs, right, had headed out with that shrub. Said something about trying to get a hold of Fantasia. Asked if I knew any contacts where, well, some sort of questionable deals.
So, Squigs really stole my shrub? No!
Sorry if that comes as something of a disappointment. I could fetch you up some morning breakfast or drink. I don't know what it is you'd like to do.
Oh, I'd love some breakfast. Maybe some fruit?
Some fruit. We do have some mango, and I believe... Well, let me take a look in the back.
Okay, great.
And you see him hop off the counter, kind of go into the back room, and come out. And he's got a bowl with just a pretty wide selection of fruit there. You see there's 2 mangoes, a bunch of bananas, a bunch of grapes. There's a couple apples in there. You see 1 papaya, a guava, just a pretty wide selection of fruit.
Fantastic. I am digging in.
All right. Depending on how much you take that, it will be... I mean, the whole bowl's like 5 silver.
Yeah, put it on Dandy's tab. Yeah.
Okay, Roll a persuasion.
Ooh. Instead of dandies, you should put it on Squigs because he stole your bush.
Oh, yeah. Put on Squigs tab.
Go ahead and roll
got
persuasion with advantage.
I got 18.
Is that with advantage?
That is.
You roll again and take the higher that number.
Yeah.
Roll
18.
twice, take the high. Okay, 18. All right. I figure that's all too fair considering Squigs did denote the value of that bush. I'll go and put Squigs down for it.
Poor Squigs.
And Poppy, as you go to the corner with this woman, and come closer, you see the cards. They're a bit larger, kind of what you would find reminiscent of tarot cards.
Ooh.
And she looks at you. Would you like to have your fortune read?
Sure, I've never had that read before.
5 silver for 3 cards pulled.
Oh, okay. She will give her the. Do you have change for a gold?
She reaches down and pulls out a pouch and pulls out 5 silver. Friendly reminder, I'm being lazy, and 10 silver is 1 gold here, so. And says, absolutely. I'll go ahead and start shuffling the deck, and I'll have you cut it. Now, pardon me while I make a couple of rolls here. I set up a little, like, pseudo tarot system for this.
I can pull out my webcam. You can pull out my cards.
No. I really want to use my pseudo tarot system.
Okay.
I made this for it. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then okay, so first we have the 2 of hairs here. So this suggests that perhaps you find yourself in some kind of partnership recently. There's some sort of mutual partnership that you've recently brought yourself into coming here, kind of driving you on this occasion that's brought you to town. And then we have the 9 of hairs, which to me would suggest that you perhaps have a feeling of satisfaction, some sort of comfort with where you're at now. I couldn't tell you for sure what that means for you, but the last one we have is the 6 of Rats. Now, this kind of tells me a little bit about where your future is going to take you. And it seems that you may find yourself soon coming into some form of generosity, or maybe perhaps you yourself will be the one giving off some generosity. And with all of this said, I do feel rather like your fate has been tied to this place. You're going to see some astonishing things, but I think you're going to have all the help you need to go through it. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, everything seems correct so far. She's gonna ask her about her cape. She's like, do the eyes move? Are they real eyes?
No, it's a symbol of my faith.
What's your faith?
I worship a goddess of knowledge. Not many know her name.
Goddess of knowledge? So are you some kind of cleric?
Something of the sort, I suppose. I don't deal much in sermons or healing, though.
It's gonna just see Poppy. She's like, I'm in the bookings for a cleric teacher.
There are many different clergy around town. Can I ask, what it is, where your faith lies?
Not really sure. I haven't had a chance to discover that.
Oh. Okay.
Poppy's just gonna be like, I recently had newfound freedom, so I now get to do things differently.
It can always be delightful finding some freedom. There's so much opportunity in this town. I'm sure you'll find something.
But what about your goddess? Does she have other clerics?
So she does have other clerics. We have a temple to her. It's kind of near the town hall, where the mayor, Scarsbury, is. It's just a little ways down there if you wanted to go and check it out.
Ooh, I will. Also, what is your goddess's name, or is that private information?
I feel complicated talking about it with strangers, but if you find yourself there, I'm sure there's a lot of belief surrounding it. Just trust in that, I guess.
Okay. So, what is... So, are you just some kind of fortune teller?
So my goddess kind of deals in knowledge. A lot of it forbidden secrets, things that aren't to be known even to many of us, and has kind of deemed me with a little glimpse into everything through these cards. I don't get to see it all, but it is a delight what I do get to see.
Oh, that sounds fun. Would you be able to teach other people that? With the cards?
It is rather difficult, but maybe with some time, and we get to know each other a little better.
Okay,
I could
well,
talk
Poppy's
about it.
good. I'm Poppy.
Poppy. I'm Zestra. It's a pleasure to meet you.
She's a YouTube.
Thank you. What brings you into town, Poppy? I know
Like I said,
the partnership, but
sorry.
what about it?
She's gonna be like, my partner keeps looking for a book that I keep telling him doesn't exist, and I am looking for a cleric teacher. And then she's gonna be like, and then he said something about experiencing things that are, what's the word? Sad all the time.
Oh, quite right. I can understand. Well, hopefully you're able to delight in this town and get a good look. I think I saw... there was a drow said they were looking for a page. Perhaps that's them?
Yep, that's dandy.
Oh, yes. They ran out earlier saying something about hearing of a page in town. I don't really know, but I'm sure you'll have a chance to reunite soon.
He's like, it's some kind of book, and I say it's not real, but he says it's real, and he's like, it's the rules of the world. It's very confusing.
That does sound rather odd. Well,
I told him this.
Best of luck to him and to you.
You too.
Thank you. And you see her kind of like lean her head down and kind of tuck her cards back up and kind of like pensively stare off into the distance, looking...
Poppy will take that as her cue to wave and say goodbye, and she'll make sure MooDeng's not getting into any trouble.
Definitely ate that whole bowl. It's devoured. Absolutely.
Did she eat
Juice
the bowl?
everywhere. The bowl remains, but
The
everything
bowl
else...
remains.
Poppy will clean her up with precipitation.
Very nice, very lovely. Very classy of Poppy.
Oh, thanks, Poppy. Yeah,
You're
I was getting
welcome.
kind of a mess over here. I don't know how that happened.
I think we need to work on your table manners. Do you know what those are, right?
That's a good question. I think
Yeah.
I've heard something similar from someone once before, but I've been told that you should eat when you have the chance.
Oh, okay, so when you're eating like in a restaurant, you kind of have to eat like politely so you don't make a mess.
Oh, I see, okay. I'll keep that in mind, definitely.
So what's a...
I suppose you guys must have something you might want to do today. Any plans on the town? I mean, the festival probably isn't in full swing, but there might be some things. I know of a magic shop, a potion shop. Oh, and Braxton left a note. Let me grab that real quick. You see Key drop behind and run into the back and comes out. There's one of his mage hands holding a note that he sets down on the table or the bar in front of you all.
Whoa, his handwriting sucks. What does this say?
What's it written in?
It's gonna be written in common, so you all should be able to read it.
Poppy will read the letter out for everyone. Oh, she would, but how about you tell us what's in the letter?
It's Braxton wrote on it saying, "I see your friends headed out into the town today. I would recommend going out and seeking supplies, kind of preparing yourself. I hope that we can all meet soon with your other friends in the town hall, that we may come with some kind of plan for the dragon and these bronze claws." And then just at the end, Braxton. The only piece of fine penmanship is his signature at the end there.
Oh no. No love from
moving the
Braxton.
paper
I can't
around,
believe
reading
this.
it.
What's that?
You just see Poppy just squinting and moving it around, doing her best to read it.
Oh, jeez.
Poppy's like, "Are you sure this isn't draconic or infernal? This looks a lot like infernal to me."
Do you need me to read that?
Oh, we figured it out. But no,
Okay.
it's a lot like infernal.
I suppose that's understandable. So what are your guys' plans now? What do you guys want to go do? Do you want to...
I want to visit every shop. Just every door that looks like I could go into it, I want to go into it.
Okay, we might need to get a belt of reduce. Enlarge and reduce for MooDeng.
All right.
And then we can do that, and then I want to go look for her temple. She's gonna look around for the lady and just wonder if she's still around.
Got you. And all right, so you guys go outside, start walking towards the first shop, and I want you guys to all roll, you two to roll a perception check. And you too, Daphi.
Ooh, okay. Daphi answers the picture. I see you.
Oh,
I got a
7.
9.
We are blissfully unaware.
I
got a 9.
a 15.
I got a 7.
What did you get, Jane?
A 9.
A 9? Okay, yeah, you guys are blissfully unaware. Now, Daphi, from your vantage point, up on top of the tavern,
Yep.
You're watching, investigating. You see these two adventurers who seem rather out of place. And you approach the edge of the top there, and I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I got a 1.
You got a 1.
No.
So a shingle slips under your foot, and you come tumbling down, falling directly onto MooDeng. MooDeng, I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Does Lyra take fall damage, or did MooDeng break the fall?
An 8.
An 8? Okay. So, just gonna roll a little. So, Lyra, you take 2 points of fall damage as you land on MooDeng. And MooDeng falls to the ground with you sitting on her
Oh my gosh.
and takes 1 point of bludgeoning damage as her rump hits the ground.
Oh no. Okay, so Daphi hit completely and is totally just out of it, kind of like delirious for a moment after falling, and just like looks down and like trying to get their like grip on everything, and they're just like, why is the ground so squishy? I don't remember it feeling like this.
You kind of
Huh.
just see Poppy. That's because you're on my friend.
Hey, move! What are you doing?
Huh? Daphi just like shakes her head and blinks a little bit, and then just stares at Moodeng and is like, oh my god, you're beautiful.
Yeah, and you'll be dead meat if you don't stand up.
I don't know. I think I'm willing to take my chances. Hi, I'm Daphi.
Oh, you've been on MooDeng too long. MooDeng is gonna stand up and just like drop you. Just
Oh.
like use full force.
This is what they call enemies to lovers.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Daphi is just like laying on the cobblestone brick, and all you see just like coming down from the roof is like a little white fluff ball slowly descending and lands on Moodeng's shoulder.
Hey! Oh,
Okay.
hey, little guy. What are you doing here?
That's my travel companion Teriyaki.
Oh, he's so cute.
Don't eat him, please.
Hey, I would never. I'm, Poppy, do you know what it's called when someone doesn't eat meat?
Vegetarian?
Yeah, I'm that.
Daphi just like brushes herself off and just like stands up and just like stares at Poppy for a second, and then eyes just like glint and stares up at Moodeng like with like awestruck eyes, like, oh, you're so beautiful.
I get that, but I'm gonna need you to take your little friend back. MooDeng hands over Teriyaki.
Oh.
Daphi just opens the little pouch that is around her like chainmail and stuffs Teriyaki into the pouch, and all you see is Teriyaki's little face just like hanging out of the little pouch.
So, how much HP did the girls lose? Like 5 HP and 1 HP? Or is it 2 HP?
2
I lost
HP
2.
and 1.
Oh, Poppy is going to cast Good Berry for them. And they each get 1 HP back for them. And so, if she eats 2, she gets 2 HP back.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Mm-hmm. She's like, here, this should help with the cuts and scrapes.
Oh, thanks, Poppy.
Mm-hmm. She'll even give some to Teriyaki.
Oh.
Teriyaki just stares at Poppy, no thoughts behind those eyes.
Oh my god, I just almost misread that message.
Oh jeez.
And Daddy typed Moodeng, you were honored bound, and I almost read it as Moodeng, you were hellbound. Dyslexia gets you.
Lystexia. Okay.
So are you guys going anywhere specific?
Poppy's gonna be like, Moodeng wanted to go shopping, so I'm taking her around the shops.
I'm assuming you're not from around here then. I don't think I've seen you here before.
You kind of see Poppy, she's like, I escaped from a mansion, I'm new here.
I've been here years ago, but I don't really remember. So now I want to check every single cashier, every single employee. I need to stare directly into their eyes.
Okay, maybe we don't do that. That might scare them.
Oh, okay. I need to stare indirectly into all of their eyes.
Exactly.
I like this
Maybe
one.
we could
This
get you a
one's
mask so you
funny.
can't see that you're staring at them.
I want you to roll a history check for me, Daphi.
Okay. I got a 20.
A 20. Is that a natural 20 or a total 20?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. And what is your history bonus?
1.
1. Okay, 21 total. So with a 21, you remember a few select shops around town that you found interesting in your time here. There was a potion shop with a certain Kenra running the place. There was a there's the potion shop with Kenra running the place. There is a magic shop, though last you recall, nobody was running it, so you're not 100% sure about it. But while you were investigating around town, you did notice there was an open sign outside. And last thing in particular you remember going around town is the arena, which is a place where people will come to fight to potentially win coin, and there can be viewers who will make bets also. Lots of different opportunities. As well, you are astutely aware of where the festival is.
Okay. I think it would be wise for us to check out the magic shop.
Another note is the closest shop to the Nine Lives Tavern is the potion shop.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I think both would be beneficial. How are you guys on potions?
Poppy's just gonna look in her bag and be like, I don't have any.
Okay.
I am willing to take a look.
Okay, then let's stop at the potion shop first and then head towards the magic shop. I don't quite remember if anybody is currently running it, but the open sign was there. So I guess we can go and investigate. That's if you want to have me join your party, of course.
Well, Poppy, what do you say?
She's like, I don't mind. She sounds nice and fun.
I'll keep an eye on you to make sure you don't go crushing anybody else.
Listen. I was on top of the roof doing stuff. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Why were you on the top of the roof?
What?
Why were you crawling on a roof?
I was kind of tasked to something. I don't really want to go too deep in detail right now, but know that not everything is as it seems right now in this town. So, Daphi.
That because Dandy's running around crazy, yelling. He always does that, so.
I have not seen anybody running around yelling today, at least. But
Dark elf. Tall drow.
No, I didn't see a drow today. But let's start heading towards the potion shop, shall we?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys take a short walk. It's maybe half a block down. You find this potion shop. on the sign it says Rom's Eccentricities. And as you open the door, you are greeted by a loud noise. What? Yes, is someone there? Rather give me a moment. I'll be right out. And you hear just the clanging of different things in the back as you see this Kenra come crawling out. If you all don't know what a Kenra looks like, it's kind of like the Anubis look, the jackal head.
Remy, can I do a history check?
Yeah.
Considering Daphi has lived in this town for a while before going away to train, I want to see if she remembers the shopkeep.
Do a history check.
Okay. Okay, I got a 14, so I got a 15 total.
So you weren't super close necessarily to the shopkeep, but you do know his name is Rom. He is a very flamboyant, kind of quirky individual.
Okay, so Daphi opens the door a little bit more so everybody can get into the shop, and she runs up to him and is like, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a long time. Do you remember me? Do ya? Do you remember me and teriyaki?"
Oh, goodness. It's the little Daphi, isn't it? Are you getting up to trouble? Speaking of, and he leans in kind of a whisper so the other two don't hear. Are you investigating dragons again?
It's probably gonna be the death of me, but yeah, I'm holding myself to that promise.
You can do a perception check.
Alright, let's go. +3. I got a 6.
Yeah, you didn't hear anything. You didn't even notice as he leaned in for the whisper.
She was trying to listen, but then she noticed MooDeng was about to touch something glass. She's like, no, don't touch that.
So Daphi more or less whispers back to the shopkeep. Yeah, I've been trying to keep my promise to my parents that I made them on their deathbed. Master called me back and let me know that dragons have been spotted, so I'm trying to keep an eye out for them.
Oh, quite right. Well, I suppose you're in need of some potions, aren't you?
Aren't we always?
Well,
and then Daphi holds out her hand and kind of like throws both of them to the side, and she's like, "These are my new travel companions. This is Poppy, and this is..." She slowly turns around and gives like a cheeky little wink. Moo Deng.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Hello, Poppy, Moo Deng. Welcome to my illustrious shop. I have the best potions this side of Xyrenia. Now, please tell me, what is it I can fix you for? We've got health potions of all sizes. I have all sorts of fun little things you can play with. There's venoms and poisons. And don't forget, we have the fun little illusory potions. They
All
do
these
come with
words
a
that
high price tag, though.
Poppy will translate it, so he has health potions, like my berries, and then potions that make fun little pictures appear that trick you. And what was the other one? Oh, and poisons. You don't eat poisons.
Okay. Yes, no poisons. Right. I remember that. Maybe.
Oh, I mean, if you are fixed with some metal, you can use it for some rather effective things, I mean. I don't know if you are the blade carrying. Well, at least not all of you. So,
Can you repeat that?
potions.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Oh, I was just saying that, the poisons are rather good for those that carry a blade.
I
But
actually might pick up a couple of those off of you.
You got
Daphi
anything
just
that
like
works
throws
against...
herself on the top of the counter and sits down and makes herself at home.
She's like, Poppy's gonna go, do you got anything that's effective against the, like, creepy crawlies, vampire, some, things that go bump in the night?
I think I might have something in the way of Bane of the Undead. Let me have a look real quick. And Moo Deng, was it? You
Yeah.
wanted potions of healing?
Well, I really just want to get a closer look at your face.
Well,
You see Rom lean right into your face to a point where it's like a little bit uncomfortable how willing he is to just get right up there.
Okay, not that close. Jesus.
Oh, sorry. I just, wanted to give you a closer look. And he leans back to a more reasonable gazing distance.
I don't think you're the person I'm looking for. That concludes my business here.
Okay. It's pleasure meeting you, Moo Deng.
She's looking for her mom.
Oh.
Looks just like her.
Yeah,
you're
well,
looking for your mom?
if you see someone with my face, just let me know, because, yeah, I'm looking for my mom.
Trust me, I have not seen your mom. Otherwise, yeah.
Well, it's been a long time. I don't know what she could look like anymore, but from what I remember, she did have my face, but that could change. You never know.
I will do my best to help you find your mom.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I have seen a few GIF around town, though.
Really?
We have people of all sorts around here. I'm surprised you aren't aware of that.
I've been away for a while training, so this is my first time back in a couple years.
I suppose that makes sense. Well, if you have a poke around, you said you wanted a couple of poisons, Daphi.
Yes. I'd love to stock up on some.
All right, give me just a second here.
Okay, and we didn't really discuss how much currency that I have in pocket in the beginning.
So I gave everybody 50 gold to start out right out the gate.
Okay. Okay, I wrote that down. Okay.
Give me...
Take your time. Daphi just sits on the counter, and she's like kicking her little feet, and Teriyaki like pops out of the little pouch, and she's just making little noises like...
So you fall off a roof and you buy poison after I was just told poison is not for me? That's very suspicious.
I do have
I
a
won't hurt you,
couple of
MooDeng.
vials of assassin's blood. Normally I'd sell this for about 100 gold, but seeing as how I have taken rather a liking to you, Daphi, and he kind of looks over at MooDeng and you and gives a little smirk. Just a certain love for gossip clearly in this one. I will sell them both for... Don't tell anyone this.
Okay.
Leans directly into you. 25 gold.
Sold. I will take them. I will
That's
take them.
quite right. Well, go ahead, Poppy. Was there anything you were hoping to trouble me for?
I'm really just looking for health potions or something like that.
So we have a variety of health potions, greater healing, lesser healing. Of course, with each comes its own price tags, right? For a base potion of healing, I think I could do 5 gold apiece.
That's reasonable. I'll just take one to keep.
Just one. Okay.
No.
The gold?
Oh, she'll hand him the gold.
An absolute pleasure. Is there anything else? Anything at all
Oh,
you all would
Poppy,
like?
Poppy would be like, you wouldn't have any holy water laying around, would you? Or is that more of a temple?
Holy water. Normally I would tell you to go to one of the different religious establishments around town, but give me a moment. Let me poke around back.
Remy, for the record, how do you spell the NPCs' names that we've interacted with so far? The two.
Zestra is Zestra.
Oh, I think I did that right. Oh, I did spell it right. Look at me go.
And Rom is spelled Rham.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. And then you see Rom go into the back, and you hear some more banging around. You hear lid of a kettle drop to the floor and kind of do some circles as it settles onto the floor. A potion bottle breaks. And then he comes crawling back out with two holy water in hand. I am absolutely defined, darling. I don't know whatever the problem could be.
I was worried for a moment.
Oh, it's just
Can
a
Poppy
wee bit
go
of a
check to
mess
make sure
back
these are
there.
real
Nothing I'm
holy
not
water?
used to.
Can Poppy make sure these are real holy waters? What is it, insight?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
I got a 10.
A 10? Yeah, those look like holy water to you.
Because I can't get a hold of a holy water.
Well, I mean, I do deal in sales, darling, so sometimes people have a potion or a bottle or so, and I'm not shy to take up some holy water. I
Perfect.
spent
Never had too much
about
holy
10
water.
gold on each of these, so 15 for each.
Poppy's gonna look in her inventory to see if she has holy water.
Remy, for the Assassin's Blood poison, was that 25 per, or was it 25 for 2?
It was both of them. You still have 25 gold.
Okay, I just wanted to double check because I wrote everything down.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Inventory. Oh.
I need the bathroom, so I will be back.
Okay.
I'll be
Okay.
as fast as possible.
I swear I had. Oh, I only have one. Kind of don't want to. How long will you be open for? Like, we're doing a lot of shopping around town, so.
I should be open fairly late for the festival. There are lots of visitors in town, and it is a great driver for business.
Have you noticed anything suspicious going on lately?
I have heard some rumors that the Bronze Claws, they've been kind of on the rise in terms of causing chaos.
Yeah. I've heard about some attacks and some theft lately.
They have been trying to sequester more resources from what I've heard, and there are some rather unusual rumors talking about, well, you know.
Yeah. Understandable. How are the villagers reacting in regards to this news?
It seems quite a few are not in the know, and many more think the thought asinine.
Daphi just shakes her head and just like holds her arms, kind of like lost in thought for a moment.
If I could drop my 2 copper in my thoughts, if you will. It is rather unusual how emboldened they are.
There has to be some sort of reason why things are happening now.
So, question, are they being secretive about this, or are they just yelling all this out in the open?
I want to say out in the open because I think they're being vague enough that it's not 100% like positive that they're talking about dragons.
Rom's not assuming you guys are thinking dragons. Rom's just assuming Daphi is thinking dragons.
Yeah.
And try to decide if we should be like, oh yeah, we fought some groups of people and possibly a dragon.
Drop an insight check for me.
Me?
No, Poppy.
Okay.
And try to decide if she would
decide if she would like fully discern what they're talking about.
I think she would keep that private since she's gonna be private. You know, I don't think would she realize she's talking about the same thing of what they deal with coming into.
Just do the insight check. I want to see if Poppy has fully made the absolute connection or if it's a vague suggestion.
Okay, I rolled a 13.
A 13? You're not sure if that's what they're talking about. You have your suspicions, but you couldn't say with 100% confidence.
Okay, she'll keep quiet since she's not sure.
Is that...
You just see like Daphi like run her hand over her eye that is scarred up and she can't see out of. And she just shakes her head again and she's like, I really hope the villagers understand how dire the situations can be.
One can only hope. I know it is rather troubling. I mustn't speak out of turn. Is there
Totally
anything else you guys are in need of?
I can't think of
Mm,
anything on the top of my head. I think I'm pretty good for the most part.
I think I get everything I need.
Thank you for coming, and you are always welcome at Rom's Eccentricities.
Thank you, Rom. It was nice seeing you again. And then you just see Teriyaki poke his head out of the little pouch and go in like a kind of like a purring noise as like acknowledgement.
Well, aren't you precious? I suppose I'll be seeing you around.
Yeah, you will for sure. So Daphi, Poppy, and MooDeng all make their way out of the tiny shop back into the plaza area.
Do you guys want to wait a little bit for Janie to get back before we move on to the next shop?
I believe so, because we're gonna be going into the magic shop
I
that's
think
like not run by somebody, but run by somebody.
Run by somebody? Question mark.
Mhm.
X-Files music
Do 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 do
inserted.
do 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 do.
That's the Twilight Zone, Remy.
Oh yeah. What is the X-Files thing?
No, that's my words.
I can't think of the thing for it, but I can hear it mentally.
Do 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 do. Is that the one?
I can hear it in my head, but I don't know how to vocalize it.
Oh no! It's really
one of
weird
those.
because I was just watching X-Files like last night.
Oh my goodness. It's so funny.
The first episode, the one with the pilot episode, the one where they had to take so many takes for Dana Scully's Little Rain speech.
I am back, and I had my headphones, so I'm caught up.
Oh, good. MooDeng! MooDeng!
MooDeng!
MooDeng! All right. So you guys continue onward to the magic shop. You notice the only thing on there is a big old slashed out name, completely ineligible. I can read, speak, words, what happened, illegible,
Oh no.
completely illegible. And then to the right of that, it says bizarre. And as you open the door and take a look inside, you see everything's kind of a mess of a bunch of different boxes all sitting out. A couple of magic, or what you presume to be magic items sitting out here and there. And then you are greeted by a kind of unusual looking tiefling. Incredibly tall, about 7 feet.
Oh my gosh.
Wearing
Taller than me.
Taller than
this
me.
wearing an unusual crown with little horns on it. And roll a little perception check for me and see if you notice something.
Let's see. Do I have anything to add on to perception?
I got
I
a
got a
13.
22.
22.
I got a 19.
19. Poppy. 13. So who got the 22?
Puppy.
Poppy? Okay.
Yes. I
And
hope so,
who
'cause I
got
saw it.
the 19?
I did.
Okay. So, Daphi and Poppy, you both notice, looking closer at this crown, he also has two horns pointing out through the crown. It looks kind of like he's trying to get them to blend in. And then you notice Poppy. He's wearing this set of blue shades, and as they kind of tip down a little bit, you notice his eyes are bright orange, just like a pumpkin.
Those are some good eyes.
And he greets all of you. Ooh. Hello, the name is Arrakis. My friends call me Rocky. It's a pleasure to make all of your acquaintances. What brings you to my fine establishment? I am still getting set up here, mind you, so we may have trouble finding anything, but I wanted to make sure the word was out that I'm in town.
Daphi just like slowly creeps forward, just like kind of like leans in and is like, "Hey, do you spice?"
Do I'm sorry. What is this spice?
I mean, the way you're acting, I'm starting to
Did you
think
just ask
that
him
you're
if he
on
does
spice.
drugs?
Maybe. Do you spice? She just like inches forward a little bit more. Do you?
I don't know what it is what you mean, but presumably not.
Okay, you just have natural energy. I see you.
So, pleasure. What are all y'all's names?
The name is Daphi. Nice to meet ya.
Daphi, an absolute pleasure. You, what do I call you, with the gun?
The name's MooDeng.
Moo Deng. Sorry, you were saying?
Could you lean a little closer so I could get a look at your face?
You see a kind of like troubled look drop on his face, kind of confused. And Rocky leans in a little bit closer, is honestly kind of uncomfortable and awkward in the moment, like,
Oh, you're not who I'm looking for. Never mind.
Rocky, you're being kind of suspicious, if I might add. Somebody else used to run this shop. What happened to them?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I just entered the what's the word? I just came into town recently, and I heard of this open magic establishment, and no better place to set myself up. I've always been a purveyor of arcane curiosities, though mostly I'm a librarian by trade.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's lying?
You can do an insight check, sure.
Okay.
Poppy, what's an arcane?
Magic.
Got it.
I got an... Okay, so I have 7 that I can add to that. Okay, hold on.
Poppy's gonna be like, he sells magic items that I hope you legally bought.
Got it.
I got 19.
Poppy's gonna be like, these are
So-
legally acquired, right?
With that 19 on the insight check, you can tell by and far he's being honest, he is being awkward, and you also remember hearing that start of a word that made you all too curious when he was talking about how he just entered this town, this play. cut off. You're not entirely sure what he means by it, but you can tell there is something he doesn't feel like saying.
Was there a reasoning that you came into this specific town?
Well, there seems to be something of interest going around. I heard that it is a great place for those interested in the arcane, and I find myself drawn to matters of... what's the word? Seriousness.
Okay. So, do you have any scrolls of anything that we can have?
Give me just a second to see. I haven't been able to pull much out on display yet, but I might have something of interest.
Take your time. We're just gonna browse while you check your inventory.
You see him walk back and open up a box. Nope, not this one. Wanders over to another corner, opens another box. Now I'm certain that I put this somewhere. Goes over, opens another box. Well, that is a scroll.
Is it anything interesting?
It's a scroll of Speak with Dead. Not sure,
Ooh, I'll take that. How much?
How much gold do you have?
Let's put it this way. How much are you willing to part with it for that is a low number?
A low number.
Can I roll to seduce?
You're playing a druid, not a bard.
Can I roll to seduce?
Me?
Dang, Rocky's got it going on.
Rocky just had 3 girls come to his magic shop trying to seduce him.
We're trying to seduce for discount scrolls or free scrolls.
Let's call it a roll for persuasion.
Okay.
Roll for seduction.
Me as the player and not as MooDeng, can I roll this?
Okay. You said persuasion?
Yeah, go ahead and roll persuasion, both of you,
17.
I guess.
17.
17.
You just see Bobby just standing there.
13.
13. You see him kind of like turn his head back and forth. Got the whole like thumb on his chin motion. And lets out a little click sound. I suppose the absolute least price I would part with that for you would be... Oh, I'm going to shoot myself in the foot for this one. 20 gold.
You kind of see Poppy go. Poppy has, that Poppy, MooDeng has a gun. You can do that if you want.
Bring it down to 15 and we got a deal.
15. Do you have anything to trade?
I can trade you 1 vial of assassin's blood.
Surprisingly, I would have some use for that. Don't ask, please. give me a vial of assassin's blood, and I think... Honestly, I feel like I'm taking from you at this point. Clean trade.
Okay, deal.
Puppy would be like, you wouldn't have anything that makes me really, really strong, would you?
I have a lot of different magical curiosities, but the shop is kind of packed up. I could be looking through it for hours. Perhaps if you come back tomorrow, I'll be better prepared.
Okay.
What brings you into... You two don't look like you're from around here. Moo Deng. Poppy.
Yes.
Why are you in town?
I'm just exploring the sites, you know?
Poppy's been, look, I'm looking for a new magic teacher.
Fair enough, fair enough. I myself am a cleric of the god Krufix.
What is he? What's his realm?
A kind of a realm of forbidden knowledge and mysteries.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Ooh, wait. Poppy's gonna draw out this eye symbol that she saw on the cape. Is this symbol this?
Oh no, that... You'd be surprised the number of gods that seem to overlap here. It's a little bit odd, but...
Oh. So...
I do
Wait.
recognize the symbol. I think I have a book for it back here.
Ooh, Poppy's gonna be like, I'm looking for a cleric teacher specifically.
A
And
cleric
chosen
teacher.
Vampire problem.
I mean, if you're really looking for a cleric teacher, I suppose I could be something, let's just say, I'm a rather seasoned cleric. Used to be adventurer like I assume yourself to be.
You can say that. Does that include hiding from someone? Not the police, obviously.
You're making me nervous.
Oh, Poppy's gonna be like, I'm not hiding from police or anything like that. Just gonna be honest.
I'm surrounded by suspicious people.
You kind of just see Poppy just be like, I've had a few suspicious attacks lately.
All right.
So I'm just trying to stay out the way.
Daphi just goes up to MooDeng and slowly puts her arm around MooDeng's and looks up at MooDeng and is like, do you really think I'm suspicious?
MooDeng jumps back. Of course I do.
Oh,
You were climbing on the roof. Who does that?
I was looking for birds.
But you have one in your pocket.
Teriyaki told me to go up there to get a better look for birds.
Oh.
Starting to think I shouldn't have opened shop here.
Don't worry, Rocky. They're
No,
harmless.
Rocky.
Rocky, just keep your eyes in the sky, okay?
The sky.
The sky!
Oh.
No,
Oh.
seriously though. Seriously. Daphi leans in and is whispering to Rocky, there's dragons around here, be careful.
Really? Dragons? No decorum on this one. Out loud. Completely.
Sweat just starts dripping from Daphi's brow as she
You kind of just
nervously
see
looks back and
Poppy go,
forth.
oh, dragons? We kind of ran into one. It was yellow.
Oh,
What?
yeah, the thing that looked like my mom. That could have been my cousin. I have a cousin named Jesus that's yellow.
What?
Same difference.
Wait, are you guys telling me you've seen the dragon?
Yeah, it attacked us.
If that's what they're
Scared of
called,
her.
then
What?
yes.
What way was it going?
Do
you know?
Apparently,
It swung back
Poppy
towards
knows
the
how to
city,
use
right?
cartographer tools, so she'll point in the right direction it went in.
You just see Daphi run out of the shop bolting.
Wait, did you pay for what you got?
I'm just out of there.
Did you pay for think?
Well, anyway, Rocky, if you see any amethyst or scrap metal in any of these boxes, when we come back tomorrow, I'll take it off your hands.
Not sure I have much scrap metal, but I may have the stray gem or two.
Puppy's
We
gonna be
can
like,
talk
"Did you pay?"
sales.
Poppy's gonna be like, she did trade for her thing, right?
Yes, she gave me the potion.
Okay. She's like, I didn't know if I was gonna have to cover her.
You should probably get after her. She looks like she was in a hurry.
More running.
Back. We'll be back tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
I hope I look forward to seeing you.
You guys
Poppy will
outside?
chase after her.
Okay. I'm like, you guys outside? Hello?
How far outside did you go?
Let's just say I bolted a couple meters and you see Daphi looking around frantically over by a statue and runs into a rundown kind of like shack kind of thing, but you notice that there is a statue outside of a god, but you really can't figure out what it is off the top of your head. And it looks like she knows where she's going.
So, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna shoot you a
Following
quick
her,
message,
tracking
Remy.
her.
Okay.
Poppy's a ranger. This is your skill.
MooDeng will just follow Poppy. Are we catching up to Daphi?
Mhm.
Hey, what'd you run out for?
Oh.
So if you want to incorporate that, Remy.
Okay. So you guys are chasing after her, following behind, and you see her run in to this place, and you are greeted by a kind of older looking druidic figure. Daphi, it's good to see you back.
Hi, Master. I got your message that you sent off. Turns out I just ran into a couple of people that have seen a dragon.
You've seen the dragon.
Me, myself, no, I have not. But my two travel companions, as of right now, have. And I really don't know what to do. All I can think of is Mom and Dad just laying there, slashed.
That
bleeding out.
is rather... That's rather a predicament. What kind of dragon?
I genuinely don't know. My brain shut down and I ran. I just ran. I didn't even ask them. I don't know if they're coming after me or they just think I'm a weirdo that fell off a roof. Which, I mean, I did, but I didn't mean
You
to fall
really
off it.
haven't changed.
I guess so. I mean, I guess I'm not as angry as I used to be, but I still have teriyaki, so I mean, I guess I'm somewhat sane.
There's something there. Well, I do know that these bronze claws. There's a leader among them, a wizard,
Okay.
has gotten an item, is set to control dragons.
You're kidding me. How is there even such an artifact like that?
I couldn't say. It's rumored that this was a part of how they were able to establish town in the first place. Now,
Okay.
what? I think you might want to regroup with your friends. Now, this isn't something you can take on lightly, Daphi.
Yeah.
Please, do be careful.
I know I can't do it alone. I'm only just one tiny tiefling. But are you taking care of yourself at least? I haven't seen you in years.
I'm quite fine. I eat plenty a day. I can bring out a good berry anytime I need it. And
Okay,
I'm at peace with the earth.
Okay. Well, let Venice guide you. I guess I'm gonna go meet up with those two again and try to explain myself.
Sylvanas guides you.
And then
Take care of
Daphi-
yourself, Daphi.
Daphi just leans in and gives him a hug because she doesn't know if it's gonna be the last time she's going to see her master again.
He returns
I feel like
the
this-
hug and gives kind of a warm embrace. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. I'm still gonna be in town for the festival, so I'll be around if you need me. I better catch up with those two.
I've seen you grow into quite the young woman. I'm very proud.
Thank you. She just sticks up her thumbs in kind of like a mock cheer, like, I got this, and then heads out the door.
By this time, Poppy would have literally just got into the door.
Daphi just like opens the door and Poppy just like falls in. What are you guys doing here?
We followed you.
You ran
Uh,
out, so we had to see
uh,
if you were okay.
Mm-hmm.
Daphi just stares at MooDeng. You
Poppy's
care
like,
about
I used to be.
me?
I
Mhm.
care about teriyaki. Let's set the record straight.
Oh,
You kind of just see Poppy's like, I worked as a guide for a while. Finding people's my thing.
Teriyaki just makes a cooing noise.
You shouldn't run with that little guy in such an unstable position.
You should see Teriyaki when Teriyaki wants to run. It's like lightning chicken.
You
Your
too.
chicken can do lightning magic?
Maybe?
I should probably introduce my master since you're literally on the floor pretty much. This is my master that took care of me at a young age and took me in. Master,
Poppy
this
hears
is
the word master and she's gonna be like, you enslaved her?
Oh, no, nothing like that. Nothing like that. They took me in after my parents died. That's it. This is
Oh.
Poppy. They gesture towards the smaller figure and then to the
Mhm.
taller figure. And this is Moodeng. And then they just like have that like sparkling look in their eyes like Moodeng.
It's like a Usagi whenever she talks to Darian.
Moodeng, Poppy, please take care of this one for me.
Mm-hmm.
So your name is Master?
Well, I mean, they are my master. I don't like to be like, inconsiderate. They raised me, So I just call them master.
Got it. So their name is Master.
When you spend this
gonna be
much time with Sylvanas, you worry little about the name.
Do you guys know about the Tree Father?
About
Hmm?
a tree's father? I didn't know people could have trees.
No, it's the Allfather. He did nature.
Yeah. Like, Daphi just turns around and stares at Poppy with, like, glittering eyes. How much do you
Poppy
know?
goes, a little bit here and there. I used to be a guide, so I would escort people to towns.
Daphi just points at Poppy. I like this one.
And so they would tell me things, so I just kind of picked up stuff along the way.
You seem very informed.
Mhm.
Trust me, this one will be a great help. She knows much about what you'll have to go through. She's been through a lot herself.
Daphi is just, like, petting Teriyaki that is laying in the pouch.
Mhm.
Kind
So
of
she's
like
not-
kind of like zoning out.
So wait, Poppy's just confused about, oh, her math is mean. Nice, mine was mean.
Oh no!
Oh,
No.
So she does not compute.
Oh no! Poor little Poppy.
Trauma.
Trauma. Oh no.
Mom.
Trauma. Uh-oh.
So you gotta Poppy just goes over to how do you pronounce your character's name again, Lyra?
Daphi?
Daphi. Okay, she's just gonna be over to Daphi. So has your master tried biting you at all?
No. Has yours?
Yes?
I don't think that's normal, Poppy.
She just like shows him like, look. Like you just see her neck and there's like teeth marks in it.
I don't know if that per se is a master, but I think they might have tried to eat you, Poppy.
Yeah. I mean, they taught me magic, so you know. Okay.
What? They teach you some magic and they get a little nibble?
I
Huh?
guess.
Oh no.
Mm.
I've
Moo
heard
Deng,
that's
what say
something called
you?
the law of equivalent exchange. Mhm.
Moo Deng, no!
The law of
Not this kind of equivalent exchange. That's like a proper flesh mark, Poppy. I don't even think that I can heal that. That looks pretty nasty. That's a nasty scar.
That's a long story, but you know.
I hope it doesn't cause you any pain.
Not anymore.
Okay. Daphi just
You gotta just
stares at MooDeng.
Are you all rather comfortable?
Yeah, I'm fine for the most part. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't really sleep last night, so...
You really can't keep doing that, Daphi. You're no elf.
I know. But, like, there's a lot of stuff going on, and my brain won't turn off, so... Maybe that's part of the reason I fell off that roof.
Fell off that roof and fell onto me.
Hey, I fell onto a
What if you were
beautiful lady,
sleepwalking?
okay? Beautiful lady. Notice me, please.
Oh, goodness. You really are cut from a different cloth.
Can I roll to, like, I don't want to say seduce because it's not really seducing MooDeng, but, like, can I roll to have, like, MooDeng accept my compliments?
Roll to flirt.
Can I do any type of roll? MooDeng love me.
I think I'll leave that up to Moo Deng. It feels like a player agency moment, but...
This feels like what they call a slow burn romance.
Right.
I'd say persuasion.
Persuasion? Okay. I got a 6.
Yeah, Moodeng is unfazed.
Moodeng's like,
Lily
What?
doesn't even realize you're 40. It would be nice of her.
Daphi
Moodeng thinks you're arguing right now. She's like, I can't believe this Daphi keeps talking about how she sat on me.
No! Daphi just like looks down at the floor and kind of like
Probably
rubs
just
the
comforts
carpet.
Thing. There. She won't fall on you again, hopefully.
No, well, not intentionally.
So were you pushed?
Wait, what? No, I wasn't
Were you
pushed.
pushed?
I'm just clumsy, you know. The tile on the roof decided to give out, and I kind of lost my footing and whoop.
I require 6 feet of space in a circle around me at all times. Thank you.
So you want me around you is what you're saying. I see how it is. I see you, Moodeng. See you, Moodeng.
an
Around
absolute.
6 feet away.
You're
Not
an
that- what-
absolute queen of subtlety, aren't you?
I learned it from you.
Oh my.
Okay, we should probably head out. Sorry for bothering you, Master. I just wanted to tell you.
It's
What was
good
going
to
on?
see you always.
Yeah, I'll be around if you need me for a while.
Don't be shy.
Okay. And then they all head out.
You just see Poppy be, bye, not mean master.
Why not mean Master?
Okay, so you guys have been to the magic shop. You guys have been to the potion shop.
Mm-hmm. Is it time to go visit the arena?
You could
Oh,
go
it does
visit
lead to the
the
temple.
arena. You could try and go see Minty had Blossom Marie, Poppy had some curiosity about the temple.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
You could also drop and see what is currently happening there at the what
You
you
could
call
always
it, the
split up, too.
festival.
Mm.
It might be relatively empty, but there is likely some kind of event going on there. Whatever you guys.
Where do you guys want to head to? Any ideas?
I'm curious in checking out the temple that Zataria was talking about. I kind of have an
Okay.
idea where it is.
Okay, and then what about you, Moodeng?
Do you know what events are open right now?
Can I roll for that?
You could roll history. This
Okay,
isn't
like
the
if you're-
first festival, so you've
Okay.
probably been to some in your past growing up here.
Like arena times and stuff like that.
Okay. What did you say? The history?
Yeah, roll
Nin-
history.
19.
19.
So 18 with a +1.
Okay. So with a 19, you will remember usually there are at least a couple of food stall opened by then. And there is one tent in particular that likes to do these little, kind of not unlike the arena, little like summon fights where they summon in little spectral creatures that people can
Yu-Gi-Oh!
fight to put on a show, and you can
Okay.
spend a little gold, maybe earn a little.
Oh, okay.
And other than that, they have like those common games. You'll see the tossing a ring at a milk jug and
Okay.
stuff like that.
All right.
Hmm.
So I take all of that information and I feed it back to Poppy and Moodeng.
Mhm.
So, do you want to check out that temple first, or do you want to check out any of these things happening?
We
I'm
could go
curious
to the
about that
temple first.
The temple? Okay. Then let's head over that way then.
All right.
What time of day is it, Remy?
By now it is probably about 11:30-ish. You're getting close to noon. Like by the time you hit the temple, it should be about noon.
Okay.
Can we do an insight check when we get to the temple on the outside of it?
Well, so what would you be trying to check for?
If I remember correctly, when you were talking to them, you said that there was like a statue or something outside for that specific goddess. I might be wrong though. I might be wrong.
I don't remember mentioning a statue. I don't have it written down at all.
Okay.
In my notes, I wrote temple, town hall by the mayor's manor.
Okay. Then just discard that.
All right. And then you should know your way to get near that manor enough to see the temple there, Daphi, being a citizen. So you guys arrive at the temple and you are greeted by one young man, an elf, and he comes up to you. Hello, welcome to our temple here now. And you see him look directly at you, Poppy. I get the feeling that you were called to come here. What is it you seek?
You gonna see, Bobby. I'm looking for a teacher.
A teacher? I happen to be a cleric of Kurna.
How do you spell that?
Curna.
Like corn kernel.
CU.
Turna?
No, C like corn.
Corn.
U like uniform.
Kernel.
That was out of pocket.
Curna is what you said?
Curna, yes.
Yeah. Kurna, also known as the binder of what is known. Now.
They're known as what's known?
No.
That's crazy.
The binder of what is known.
Crazy.
Oh.
In other words, she creates all the knowledge.
Oh.
Now.
That's
She's just looking at him like, right?
Could I have some knowledge? MooDeng puts her hands out.
Daphi just like puts her hands in MooDeng's hands.
What? Hey!
You see him give the two of you a kind of concerned look, like unsure if there's maybe something wrong with you or...
I would say there is something wrong with MooDeng mentally.
I think Daphi is just happy to be around people again.
So valid. Super valid.
So, tell us more about these books and this temple that you have here.
So, the goddess of Kern, the goddess of wisdom, Kern, is known for keeping knowledge, keeping it safe, keeping it from those who don't need it, and making sure it is given to those that can help with it.
I didn't know the designer wisdom had a god. That's crazy.
Yeah. So basically, you're the one guiding, well, not really guiding, guarding all of this. Am I right?
You could say that.
Oh, so, like, suspicious, like, people won't get their hands on the stuff, right, and use it in a bad manner?
One would hope not.
Ooh,
I would say
see,
you're
I
the
see.
most suspicious here.
Hey, is it because I have a chicken?
It's because you fell off a roof and landed on me.
Maybe I fell into your life for a good reason, MooDeng.
People don't fall for good. They
You
fall
don't know
for
that.
evil.
I don't know. I think you're pretty good.
You kind of go see Poppy whisper in her ears, "We called you pretty" as a compliment. She whispers that to Moodeng.
Oh. Well, my mother said you should always take a compliment when it's given to you. Thanks, I guess.
That's what I've been trying to do this entire time.
You've been trying to what?
She's been trying to compliment you this entire time.
I haven't heard a single one. Nonsense.
Same.
Daphi just shot down.
Just completely shot down. Oh, poor Daphi.
I'm not a gunslinger for nothing, huh?
You could have just seen Poppy just pat, what's her name? I can't think of your character's name. Ugh.
Okay. Back to the goddess.
She's
of
just like,
Kern.
"What's here?" I tried.
Back to the important stuff. Tell us more about this goddess of Kern, or the Kern. I'm one with the tree father. I'm sorry, I don't understand.
The goddess of wisdom? Wisdom, the designer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Designer wisdom. Ooh, I'd wear that.
Well, she is rather something I find to be divine.
My Steam Deck.
What? What was that?
Sorry. I said I have my Steam Deck because my Steam Deck fell.
Oh no!
That's expensive.
Luckily, it just fell off the dock and landed face first on my desk. So.
She is rather carefree, lovely individual. Now, I will say this maybe isn't the best day to be seeking, as I am left to myself in the temple here. The
Something going
festival,
on?
yes.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
It
And
has
all the
people
other
quite
clerics.
busy. And we are not shy to a good time, but somebody has to watch over this.
Oh, speaking of watching, could I get a good look at your face?
Can I ask what
You're
for?
looking for someone.
Yeah, I'm on the lookout for someone and I have to make sure that you're not her.
I'm pretty sure I'm not her. I'm
Well, if you're certain, then I guess I'll take your word for it. But you better not be lying to me.
You kind of
not much for deception.
So forceful. Ooh, I like it.
You kind of just see Poppy lean into his ear. She's looking for her mother. Don't mind her.
Is
Like,
there
Poppy's just...
something else I could help you all with?
So, where are all the clerics at?
Various setting up shop. We have all kinds here. Seekers of wisdom come in all sorts. Some are running different booths for games. I know one in particular is very proud of their food stall. They've set out very early to get it set up.
What's their name?
Cynthia.
Cynthia. Where's her booth at?
I don't believe she told me.
Okay.
Oh, Poppy, are you gonna buy me lunch?
Lunch?
Or are you hungry?
Somebody say lunch?
Well, it is
Lunch?
noontime, so I think we should eat.
I suppose I could buy you lunch.
Let's go!
Anything.
What about me? Daphi just blinks.
You see the elf cleric just kind of like skirt back to looking over everything and picks up a stray book here or there and kind of like repositions it just so.
Oh, before we go, Daphi just digs into her bag and pulls out 1 gold coin and hands it to him. This is just for you for donation. Thank you for all of your information and helping us learn
Oh.
more about your goddess.
Thank you very much for your kindness.
And then let me write that down. Okay.
We ready to get some food?
Mm-hmm. Let's head back to the tavern.
Sounds good to me.
I thought we were gonna check out that food stall. It sounded, well, tasty is how most food stalls are to me.
Well, I mean, we could check it out, and then if we don't like any of the options, we can go back to the tavern.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a plan.
I'll follow y'all.
That's why you probably have the best chances of finding the food stands.
Okay. So you guys head back to the festival, and you are hit by a surprising barrage of sights and smells. There are people all around, walking in booths, gathering. You see there are several food booths open. One in particular, well, roll a perception check. I want to see all of what you guys see. Why not?
B.
14.
There's a lot of perception checks today.
Perception.
We're
Hold on.
sightseeing.
I got 13.
I got 16.
16, 13, 13,
14.
14. So 13, 14, you guys notice looking all around you, there are, tons of stalls for food, like I mentioned before. A couple of little games. You see a spot where they are throwing darts at boards, and they have fun little stuffed animals. Most of them are dragons. Though there is one really massive one. and it's a Tarrasque. Everyone notices these. And then 16, you also notice, in particular, one stall that's run by a gnomish girl. Or it's got really vibrant smells, tons of different veggies, and the clear smell of curry and bread.
Ooh. We have a lot of good options to choose from, guys.
Mm-hmm. Also, how does one go about winning that Tarrasque?
Well, you'd have to run over to the booth and find out.
Ooh,
You kind of
game.
just see Poppy. Do you mind if we try playing that game first and then I'll buy you one, Shooting?
Yeah, I guess that's fine.
Okay, we'll see that.
MooDeng's a little dejected.
Oh no,
Trudges behind you.
Moodeng.
You shouldn't even be full. You had a good berry. Hungry.
Can Daphi split from the party?
Yeah.
Daphi could, yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm gonna split from the party.
Okay. Poppy's gonna go take Moo-Deng and be like, how do you win that Tarrasque? To the booth.
Oh, step right up. Step right up. We have a variety of prizes you can win here today. For just 1 gold piece, you can use 5 darts to throw at the board there. Please come, have fun. If you get it all 5 darts in the bullseye, you get to win yourself that Tarrasque.
Okay. Now, Poppy is looking and studying the dart as she's a ranger, so she would do these kind of things before she throws.
All right.
Okay. So, how many? 1 gold?
1 gold piece for 5 darts.
Okay. She will give him 1 gold piece and try to throw the darts all in the
All
bullseye.
right. He sets the 5 down, and as you're a ranger, you commonly do marksman type things. I'll say you can roll each of these with advantage.
Mhm.
Can you go
Yes, sir.
ahead and roll 5 ranged weapon attacks for me?
Do I just use my crossbow?
You can just use that as the stats for what the attack roll is.
The first one is a 17. That's without the advantage. Second one is a 13. So the first one she got a 17.
17.
Let's see. Second one is a 15. Let's see if I can get higher. The second one is a 25.
Okay. I see you.
Third one, 15. Let's see if I can get higher. That's a natural 26.
Oh my god.
Very nice. Very nice.
She got a natural 20 plus 6.
Wow, that one's dead center. I am proud.
The second one is a 10. Let's see if I can go higher. An 11. And do I roll one more?
Yeah, one more.
16. Let's see if I can go higher. 19.
19.
Mm-hmm.
Rather impressive. That's 4 in the bullseye. Now, if you want, you can do another gold piece and see if you can possibly get another one squeezed onto the board for just 5 more darts.
Suppose I can do with 1 more gold.
And you see him take the 1 piece of gold and he just kind of rolls it across his knuckles, kind of back and forth with a little smirk on his face.
You kind of just see
Can
Poppy.
me
She just
as the
makes little
player
sparkles.
Can me as the player, not as MooDeng, roll to seduce?
You kind of just see Poppy, and she just uses prestidigitation as he's making the hands go. She's making little sparks go. She's like, she sees his game.
Game sees game.
Game
Go ahead and roll 5 more.
You can't tell, but she blinked under her eyebrows, under her hair.
Game respect game.
The first one is a 22.
Whoa.
22. Okay.
24. That's the higher one.
Oh, that's that.
That's the advantage.
Okay. Okay. So that's a 5th bullseye. You can keep rolling though.
Okay. An 18.
An 18 with advantage.
Oh, no. Yes, that's the highest she got.
Okay. 3 more.
I'm gonna have to carry this thing, aren't I?
Only if you want. 17.
17.
Mhm.
And that's the
got
big
7
roll,
there.
or?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, I got a 26 for my last start. A nat 20 plus 6.
Nice. All right. So, with that, you have 1, 2, 3, 4.
And if she
5.
sees the kiddos lining up behind her, she's gonna add flair to the darts and like make little special effects of prestidigitation.
You have. It looks like. Oh wow, that is 9 darts on the board. With that, you get the Tarask, and you see him reach down and pull out a long stick with a hook at the end, and pull down this Tarask. It is probably about half the size of you, Poppy.
Yay!
And it's big and round. It's got those telltale spikes on the back. And these little arms poking out the side. And the Tarask's classic maw face.
Mhm.
It looks to be a pretty decent big old stuffy. And he reaches up and pulls down a red dragon, which is like a 10th of the size, maybe, and brings it down. You also win this.
Woohoo! So thank you.
Thank you.
Before they finish up their interaction completely, can we
Yeah.
kind of like bounce off to Duffy?
Go
for a
ahead
minute?
and bounce off to Daphi for a minute.
Okay.
What are you doing, Daphi?
So I am currently running around trying to find a vegetarian food stall so I can buy Moo Deng some snacks before they go to lunch.
So,
MooDeng.
as you're running around looking for a vegetarian food stall, you notice At the food stall with that gnomish girl,
Okay.
there are actually 2 options they have, and one is for a chicken curry bread, and the other is for a vegetarian curry bread.
Okay. Daphi looks at the gnomish girl and asks, "How much would it be for 2 vegetarian curry breads?"
Oh, hello, darling. 2 would be. And you see her kind of lean over the stall and look at her sign.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 silver pieces.
Okay. Daphi digs into their little pouch, and Teriyaki has a gold piece in their beak, and Daphi kind of like pries it out of Teriyaki's mouth and is like, "Teriyaki, no! Bad! Bad! Money is not food!" And hands the gold piece over. "Can I have 2 buns, please? This is all I have right now. If you could break it, I'd appreciate it."
Absolutely. And she kind of darts under and comes out with 8 silver, dropping it on the counter there, and throws a couple of buns that are just finished being prepared into some breadcrumbs before throwing it into the pan. And you notice they start to cook up really quickly, reaching a golden brown. You can smell the flavors coming through really strong. All nice fresh ingredients, and she kind of fishes them out and hands them over. Anything else I can help you with?
No, that should be it. She pushes 2 silver pieces towards her. "Thank you for your help."
Thank you.
So that's the tip that she leaves with the gnomish girl. She takes the buns and she skitters off back to the party.
Aw.
Yeah. So, just as they're finishing up the whole party game, festival games, Daphi kind of like hesitantly tugs on MooDeng's shirt.
Oh, hey, you're back.
I got you food.
Oh, no way. That's crazy. I was just thinking I was getting kind of hungry.
They just like hesitantly lift up the like little container that is holding the 2 buns, and they're like, "Here you go, they're vegetarian, I made sure."
Oh, thanks. MooDeng has both the stuffies over her shoulder in one hand and then takes the food in the other. Chowing down time.
Daphi's kind of doing that like the little like index finger like tap kind of thing, like nervously, like.
Aw,
So
the
these
little
are both
ooh
for me,
motion.
right?
Yeah, both for you, unless you want to share one of them with Poppy.
Poppy, are you hungry?
You know, you could have just seen Poppy, and she's like, I kind of don't eat bread. It makes me break out.
Oh, I'm
This
sorry.
weird red rash.
I'm sorry. I should
Like,
have been
wink,
more
wink.
considerate.
Oh no.
Perhaps you should share it with,
okay. Wink, wink.
She's like, perhaps you should share it with, my friend here.
Oh, you want some?
I mean, I could try some.
Here, just take one of them out of the container.
Daphi just completely ignores Moo Deng and takes a bite out of the bread that is still in the container.
I just realized I have locate animals or plants. We're finding bushy fur.
Oh my goodness.
We're derailing.
MooDeng takes out the bun that has a bite on it and just like holds it out and then stuffs the other one in her face before it can get bitten.
Daphi just has a mouthful of curry bread.
Oh, jeez. You notice the bread is kind of hot as you take a bite, but the bread's really well cooked. The curry's really rich and flavorful. It's got
Hot, hot, hot.
potatoes, little bits of carrots in there.
Daphi just like rips like the back piece off, like the plain part of it, and shoves it into the pouch for teriyaki, and teriyaki just like excitedly numbs on the little breadcrumbs.
Adorable little teriyaki. Aww.
Yes. So, Poppy, you were
You guys-
talking about a shrub?
Yeah, we found a shrub, and we were gonna keep it,
Mm-hmm.
and when we woke up, it was gone. And we're like, no wonder, friend. You may have taken it.
Is there anything interesting about the shrub?
It's just our shrub. There are many like
It's
it.
the most
This one is
special,
ours.
most awesome shrub I've ever met in my life. And I thought Squigs, my best friend who I had made a friendship with yesterday, I thought they wouldn't take it from me. I thought everything was perfectly fine. And then I woke up this morning and the shrub was gone and Squigs was gone and some note was there that I couldn't really read, but it's okay.
no.
I know that Squigs probably took it just to give it some water or, give it a makeover. That's all I could hope.
I don't know if that's the case exactly. I don't know this Squigs, but I did not see anybody running around this
Poppy
morning.
uses shape water to show him what he looks like.
Oh,
He's one of her traveling companions.
Oh, okay.
See how perfectly round it is? It was all natural too.
Oh, all natural. I see. Well, I guess we're gonna have to wait until this Squigs comes back to know more about its whereabouts.
And of course, from your druidic knowledge, you don't really know much about non-natural shrubs.
Right.
You're like, what?
Yeah, I mean, it does seem a bit too perfectly rounded for a shrub, but, I guess it's neat.
It's perfect.
Maybe there is some underlying stuff going on with this shrub. You guys might be onto something.
Are we convincing you that the shrub's good?
I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm assuming so. Did you know that there are some types of shrubs that can possibly walk?
Mm-hmm.
So
shrubs can walk? Then why did I have to carry it yesterday?
I guess it was tired.
Oh man.
I don't know. We might need somebody to cast a spell on it for that to work, but that's something we can look into in the future.
Oh, jeez.
Also, I want to cast animate on my baby, on my stuffy Tarask.
Cast animate on the stuffy Tarask? Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
So that I don't have to carry it anymore? Yes!
Does Poppy have animate?
Not yet.
Okay.
She could always find one.
Yeah, that's a
True.
5th level. That's a 5th level spell. That's gonna take some time getting.
I could make it a homunculus, but I have plans for my homunculus later.
Mm-hmm. Poppy wants to make her stuffy so they can walk on their own.
Okay, so it's getting a little late by me. So do we want to try to wrap it up for the session?
I say so. We can head back. My leg is. my sciatica's kicking in.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Yeah, we
boy.
can head back to the tavern to like put stuff away and stuff like that, and then next session the other two could rejoin us at the tavern.
with
or
bush
whatever
fur.
you guys have it. Yeah, whatever you guys have.
Yeah, if the bush comes back, the shrub, hopefully.
Shrub-a-fur.
Shrub-a-fur? Wow, what an interesting name.
Shrub-a-fur.
This is plush-a-fur.
So we're wrapping things up around like 1 in the afternoon.
Hurry not.
Yeah, I'd probably call it about 1-ish by the time 1, maybe 1:30 by the time you get back to the inn.
So would we be going there for lunch, and then in the next session everybody meets up there and they're just going to discuss and have lunch together?
More or less.
Okay, sounds good to me.
All right. It sounds like we are good and squared away at the end there. Was there anyone you all wanted to raid? Was there
I
any?
am looking right now.
I will look as well.
Can you raid on YouTube?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I'm not
Eh,
sure.
I don't have any viewers anyway.
I don't have anybody specifically. I'm looking. Trying to see. Is there
Maybe
anybody...
Atlas?
Atlas?
Atlas
Maybe doing
Anarchy?
some art. Yeah, Atlas Anarchy.
We could raid Atlas Anarchy. I'm good with that. I chose who to raid last time, so I figured, give you guys a chance.
Are they doing art right now?
Yeah.
Let me get that. So,
Ooh, the drawing's looking good.
okay, so raid and Atlas and Arky underscore. Is it underscore after it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
All right.
right.
He's been created.
Well, thank
you guys
everybody.
for joining us today. We are here with Blossom Marie. I'm Jittery Jane, Lily Pad Lyra, and Remy the Druid, who is our wonderful DM and host. Thank you so much, Remy.
Thank you, Remy.
Yeah.
I had fun.
I'm glad you guys had fun. Thank you everyone for coming to watch this episode, this session of the Battle for Xyrenia. As always, I hope you all are staying hydrated, eating plenty of food, getting plenty of rest. Take any meds you need to take when you need to take them.
And have a good night.
Yeah.
Don't forget,
Have
stay
a
warm
wonderful
during this
day.
polar
Take
vortex.
care.
Yeah.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
We'll see
Stay
you next
positive
time.
and keep
Bye-bye,
shining.
everyone.
Until next time,
Bye, guys.
darlings.